But it's okay to challenge, but it's okay to hate the black man. Black men, I'm gonna say it from me to you. This is just straight up. Black women, 80% of them, they don't like you. 80%, I'm probably sure it's more, but at least 80% of black women in this day and age, it don't matter how old or young they are, they have a general dislike and hatred for you.
There is no mountain higher than Swirl Mountain. No valley too low, no ocean too deep. No climb is met with greater adversity than the steep climb of Swirl Mountain. Most that attempt to climb are doomed to fail. Surviving Bottom Shelf Brad. Case 22. No more winters for Jerri. A white man named Matthew Lewinski, age 37 of Michigan, strangled his black girlfriend, Jerri Winters, during a fight, then lived with her mutilated corpse for 7 months. Neighbors complained about stench of a dead animal until his sister later found the body of Jerri Winters in Matthew's home. Matthew Lewinski admitted to cops that he strangled his girlfriend, Jerri Winters, at his home in Clinton Township in December 2020 when the couple got into a violent fight. He also said Winters was killed in the living room of his 1,000 square foot Crosswinds condominiums unit at that time. However, her body was moved to the basement of the home where it remained until it was found on top of a tarp. It was Matthew Lewinski's own sister who discovered the dead carcass of Jerri Winters in his condominium. When reporters and investigators spoke to those neighbors who lived in the vicinity, one, Jacqueline, said, "I smelled the dead body for a while. I would run for my car." She also added that she had to cover her face with her shirt to enter her own home because of the power of the stench. Macomb County Prosecutor Cian Hingeveld called the murder a very gruesome case and told the Macomb Daily that Matthew Lewinski allegedly removed large portions of her skin from her back. The prosecutor said Lewinski and Winters, who were dating, had lived together, but she moved out last November. Lewinski's neighbor Jacqueline recounted to the Macomb Daily that Lewinski had told her that Winters was abusive towards him. He actually said, according to her, "If the bitch comes back, I won't let her in." But eventually, Jerri Winters allegedly moved back in a month later. Other neighbors of Matthew Lewinski said that Jerri Winters and Lewinski often argued, particularly about money and bills. Lewinski describes himself as a work in progress trying to accept help from others when the people who are supposed to fail, according to his Facebook account, uncovered by DailyMail.com. A family friend of Lewinski told Daily Mail that they were still in shock. The same relative claimed to be quite disgusted by learning about Matthew Gerard Lewinski's alleged murders. Lewinski was arraigned in 41B District Court in Clinton Township, according to court records. He is charged with first-degree murder homicide, disinterment, and mutilation of a dead body, as well as concealing the death of an individual. This does sound familiar to us. In a news release from Macomb County Prosecuting Attorney Peter J. Lucido, the Macomb County Prosecutor's Office authorized homicide charges against Matthew Lewinski, 37 of Clinton Township, for the murder of his live-in girlfriend. Lewinski was charged with 3 separate crimes. Count 1, homicide, murder first degree, premeditated, a felony with a punishment of life without parole. On count 2, Lewinski is charged with dead bodies, disinterment, and mutilation. He faces up to 10 years in prison on that count if convicted. On count 3, concealing the death of an individual, he faces an additional 5 years in prison if convicted. Although the body of Jerri Winters was discovered by the defendant's family in early August, police and prosecutors allege that the murder took place in December 2020 in the home the defendant and victim shared. The defendant allegedly moved the victim's body to the basement, where it remained for the past several months. The gruesome acts of the defendant also allegedly include removing large portions of flesh from the victim's back. We often hear around these parts how generous, benevolent, and caring the white men of Squirrel Mountain are to their worshipers. Yet, more and more of these anti-black domestic violence cases are starting to appear on crime blotters across the nation. How long do you believe it will take for the usual suspects to raise the alarm about this disturbing and growing trend?
That's your real climate, brother. See, I'm not telling you something that you ain't already felt. I'm telling you something that you know. I think it's more to it. I truly think it's more to it. I think it's more to it. And I'm tired of being the one that's not talking about it. I've said this. This is one of the main reasons I don't have a lot of black female friends. I really don't, y'all. I don't. I couldn't imagine what it would be like as a black man to want to fuck these bitches, to want to wipe them up and have babies, but